Hi friends, welcome to Ouroboros Tarot. Today we're looking into how they see you and the connection, and this is a topic that you guys voted for in the poll that I posted a few weeks ago, so thank you for participating in that. The messages that I got today were very specific, so please keep that in mind. There may not be a message here for you today, and that's completely okay. Please take what resonates, leave the rest. And yeah, I have 3 groups for you guys to choose from. Group 1, Group 2, Group 3. Go ahead and pause this video if you need to. Take as much time as you need to find the pile that sits right with your energy as well as with your person's, and I will see you in a minute. Hey there, Pile 1, and welcome to your reading. We're looking into how it is that the person on your mind is seeing you as well as the connection. So the cards here are going to represent how they are seeing themselves in regards to this connection as well as you. We'll pull tarot to look into how they're seeing the connection as a whole. And we'll also get oracles to see how it is that they're currently feeling, what's most prominently coming through. I have advice at the end as always, but let's go ahead and get into it. So the cards on the left represent how your person is seeing themselves. And so to start, we have the unicorn and we have the child magical. The light attributes are seeing the potential for sacred beauty in all things, the belief that everything is possible. And the shadow attributes are pessimism, depression, and disbelief in miracles, believing that energy and action are not required for growth. And then we also have number 48, Psychic. And we have number 2, Divine Masculine. And then when it comes to how they are currently seeing you, Pile 1, we have the Sea Serpent. We also have the Destroyer. The light attributes are releasing what is potentially destructive, preparing for new life. And the shadow attributes are intoxication with destructive power, destroying others' dreams or potential. And then we also have number 8, Karmic Path. Okay, so how is your person seeing themselves? How are they seeing you? I'm going to start with your person and how they are currently seeing themselves. I feel like your person is somebody who really feels as though they've done a lot of work on themselves. Like this is somebody who's seeing themselves as relationship material, or they are emotionally available. And this is something that they had to work at, but they know what it is that they want, and they don't doubt themselves in the desires that they have. And not only that, but this person seems to hold themselves in high regards, in the sense of they know what they bring to the table, and they feel as though they would make, or they do make, a really good partner. And I don't feel like this person is willing to settle in that regard. I feel as though this person is kind of approaching this connection from a very optimistic point, especially with like the energy that I'm seeing surrounding you from their perspective. It feels like, you know, a person who isn't secure in themselves may view this in a different way, like may be approaching this connection more pessimistically. But that's not what I'm seeing with this person. This person seems to hold themselves very highly, and they feel as though they're a catch. They're a rare breed, if you will. And when it comes to you and how they're seeing you, I feel like your person understands that, like, or is under the impression at least, that the two of you are not on the same page entirely, but you're on the same path. This person feels like the two of you are on the same path. It's just that this person may feel as though they're ready for more, whereas they don't necessarily feel as though you are. They feel like you are closing out a cycle. Like you may not be emotionally available, or as emotionally available as you think you are. And this is coming from their perspective. It may not be true, but I sense that there's more hesitancy on your side from their perspective. There's more of this need or this desire or this journey that you're on of self-discovery. Whereas I think this person has completed that journey and knows what it is that they want. They feel as though you are still discovering yourself. And there's nothing to indicate that this is like them viewing it in a negative light. if anything, like I said, I feel like they see you as on the same path. Like, they don't need to rush things because the two of you are on the same path and you will eventually get to the same destination. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing. So if that resonates, if this sounds like you and your person from their perspective, let's go ahead and get the tarot out and we'll look into how they are seeing the connection as a whole. Okay, Spirit. How is Pile 1's person currently viewing the connection they're sharing with Pile 1? How is Pile 1's person currently viewing the connection? How is Pile 1's person currently viewing the connection? Okay. These are slippery. They're brand new. One of you guys sent them to me off of my Amazon wish list. So thank you. I love them. I think they're beautiful. Okay. Why is the Seven of Swords here? Please clarify the Seven of Swords, Spirit. The Six of Wands. Interesting. Okay, why is Temperance here? We have the Hanged Man reversed. Why is the Nine of Cups here? We have the Sun. Okay, and why is the Knight of Wands here? Okay, we have the Magician. And then on the bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Swords. Okay, this is interesting. So when we were looking at how your person was viewing themselves, how they see themselves in regards to this connection, I feel as though what's coming through now is that that may be a facade. Not in like the most, like I think that the confidence, the sureness in themselves, the sureness in what it is that they want, that's not a facade. At least that's not what's coming through here. What I'm sensing is that I feel like they may be trying to appear as though they are okay with the timeline that's being presented, or with the you and them being on like varying parts of the path. I think that they're trying to portray themselves as somebody who is patient and who is sure that eventually the two of you will get to where it is that you're meant to be together. But here, what I'm seeing when it comes to the connection is that there's doubt here on this person's end. I think that your person is viewing the connection as one where they're not sure whether or not there is actually going to be an opportunity for this connection to succeed in some capacity. I feel like they see, like when it comes to this connection, they see the potential here. They see everything it is that they're wanting being able to be provided within this connection. Like it checks all of the boxes. There's just doubt here that it's ever going to actually come into fruition, unless they begin to be more assertive or more demanding. And I don't know if that's like something that they are comfortable with doing. So they're seeing this connection as one that's like stagnant, that has a lot of potential, but is stagnant. And I think that if they were to leave it up to you, from their perspective, if they were to leave this up to you, it would not happen. So there's this crossroads that they're at currently where they're trying to decide whether or not they want to, like, I feel like they don't want to control you. They don't want to give an ultimatum, but so I sense that like there's hesitancy here on their end of like how much they want to lead, because they don't want to push you to a point where you eventually resent them. They want it to be like an equal thing, an equal desire to move forward, from your own sense of self, from your own personal motives, rather than like the motivation of like being afraid that this person may leave. They just don't know whether or not you're going to ever come to the realization on your own that you want to move things forward in some capacity. Yeah. Let's go ahead and get some more cards to see what comes through when it comes to feelings. Let's just get a little bit more in depth. Okay, what is it that pile one's person is feeling? Okay, so we have perseverance. We have forgiveness. We have destiny. And we have creation. Bottom of the deck is isolation. They're like, what they're feeling is that like, even though there's some doubt here, they're not ready to give this connection up. There's still this underlying feeling that this connection is meant to be. I feel like this person is like really struggling to trust the process, is really struggling to allow you the space and the time that you need to find yourself or find your path or decide what step you want to take next. There's a little bit of impatience, and there's also a little bit of like, I feel like this person is like really putting a lot on themselves, a lot of responsibility on themselves. And if they were to open up, if they were to communicate these concerns with you, I don't feel as though they would feel as alone, or I don't feel as though they would be feeling like they're carrying the burden of this alone. And right now I sense that this person does feel like they're carrying the weight of this on their own. Yeah. Let's go ahead and get some letters just to see what comes through. Okay, we have E, R, U, I, another E, Q, another E, and another I. Okay, finally, we're going to go ahead and get some advice. What advice is there for pile 1 when it comes to this connection? What advice is there for pile 1? My kindness is a gift I bestow upon the world. I send a prayer of love to all beings in need of a miracle. And I bring peace with me wherever I go. And then on the bottom of the deck, attacking others is an attack on myself. I choose to release this now. That's interesting. I feel like for some of you, you may be resonating with this, but you may be resonating with this from the perspective of this person is like slightly delusional or like is a little bit out of touch. Like they perhaps feel as though like they're a victim here. I feel like it's going to resonate differently for everyone, but I do feel like for a select few of you, this person is currently like truthfully in a victim mentality and they're not recognizing it as such. Because all we did was look at from their perspective, right? But then the advice is kind of indicative of like, you know, recognizing that you're not responsible for this person. Regardless, that's true. But take these as they resonate for you. And do with it what you will. But that's what I'm seeing for you guys today, pile 1. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to book a reading with me, you can do so in the Google Forms. Right now I'm doing video recorded readings as well. That's not going to be a continuous thing. So if that's something you're interested in, please consider checking that out. Yeah, and I hope that I'll see you guys in another video soon. Bye. Hi pile 2 and welcome to your reading. We're looking into how they see you and the connection, and the cards on the left are going to represent how they're seeing themselves. The cards on the right are going to represent how they are seeing you in regards to this connection. We'll also look into how they actually see the connection. We'll pull tarot for that. I have oracles set to the side to look into how they're feeling, like what's most prominently coming through. And obviously we will get advice at the very end. So let's go ahead and see how they're seeing you. So when it comes to how they're seeing themselves, we have the Scorpion and the Crocodile. We have number 19, Transformation. And we have the Bully. The light attributes are highlights your tendency to intimidate others, helps you confront the inner fears that bully you. And the shadow attribute is conceals deep fears behind verbal or physical abuse. And then when it comes to how they are currently seeing you, we have the Butterfly. We have the Hedonist. The light attribute is inspires creative energy to embrace the good things in life, celebrates the beauty in yourself. And the shadow attributes are pursues pleasure to the detriment of health, indulges at the expense of others. And we have number 44, Transmute. Okay, so how are they seeing you? How are they seeing this connection? How are they seeing themselves? So I think it's really interesting that we have so much here indicating so much change. Like there's been a significant shift in energy between the two of you, or within yourself as well as within this person. I feel like you guys are no longer the people that you once were. And from what I can see, this seems to be a positive transformation on both of your ends, at least from this person's perspective. I feel like for a lot of you, you may not be in contact with this person, or you may be in a rocky spot with this person, or you're just recognizing that this person is growing and is changing for the better. What I feel like when it comes to how your person is seeing themselves, they're seeing themselves as somebody who has put their foot in their mouth quite a few times, or who has said some hurtful things, or has behaved in hurtful ways, and they're beginning to recognize, or they've recognized now, that this comes from a place of defensiveness. It comes from a place of not wanting to be hurt. So it comes from a place of them wanting to sting first so that they don't get hurt. And I think for a lot of you, one of the reasons why I feel like this is like on a rocky, like you guys are at a rocky point right now, is because of this crocodile. I feel like your person feels as though they're waiting. Like they may have done some damage, or they may have said some hurtful things. They may have done some things that kind of sabotaged this connection, or sabotaged a good day. Like whatever the case is, they're recognizing that they've done something that was harmful. And this seems to be something that happened a while ago, especially with transformation here. I feel like this has been a slow process for this person to have transformed and changed, but now I feel like this person is taking a more stagnant approach. Like they're not trying to like push through and show you that they've changed. Like I feel like this person is being very patient and is really focusing on themselves. And I we have the butterfly here again for how they're seeing you, and we also have transmute. And I wanted to like understand better like the difference between transmute and transformation. And from what I can tell, transformation is a change, while transmuting is like an actual change to a higher element. Like they feel as though you've leveled up. They feel as though you are you guys aren't on the same vibration anymore, if that makes sense. Like you've begun to love yourself and love life, and like, and I think this person is looking at you and they're seeing you enjoy yourself. They're seeing how good your life can be and how expansive you can become when this person is not there to make you feel small. And I think that might be, we'll look further into it, but I think that might be part of the reason why this person is in stagnant energy right now. They may feel as though they don't deserve to be in your space, or they have no right to come and take away all that you've worked for by having distance from this person. Yeah. That resonates. If this sounds like you and your person from their perspective, let's go ahead and get the tarot. Okay, Spirit, we're looking into pile 2 and their person. Okay, this was a really bad shuffle. This is a brand new deck, so I'm still kind of getting the feel for it. One of you guys gave it to me, and I love it. I think it's beautiful. It's just still a little stiff. Okay, Spirit, we're looking into pile 2's person. How is pile 2's person currently viewing the connection that they have? Okay, so we have the Ace of Cups. How is pile 2's person currently viewing the connection? We have the Artist. The Nine of Swords, the Ten of Wands, and one more. Okay, and then we have the Seven of Pentacles and the Emperor. Why is the Ace of Cups here? We have the Hanged Man. Why is the Artist here? We have the Six of Wands. Why is the Nine of Swords here? We have the Five of Pentacles, and why is the Ten of Wands here? Okay, we have the High Priestess reversed, and we have Justice. Okay, and then let me get the bottom of the deck real quick, and then we'll... Okay, bottom of the deck is the Moon. Okay, so how is this person seeing this connection? I feel like this person is seeing this connection as one that has... They've lost an opportunity here. Goodness, just stay put. They've lost an opportunity here. And I feel like as much as I feel like this person is looking at this connection from the outside. Like if we look at this artist, the artist is looking like they're far away from what it is that they're looking at, and then they're drawing what they're seeing. And I feel like they see themselves as somebody who does not have the right to come in. And I see it here with the Five of Pentacles as well. This is being left out in the cold. This is being rejected. And with the Nine of Swords here, I feel like there's this understanding of the damage that they've done. And there's acknowledgement here that like this connection is more than likely something that you don't want, or like you deserve better than. And the best thing that they can do for this connection is to kind of let you go. And like that's like how they can make this right. I feel like they're seeing this connection as one that like really opened their eyes to a lot of their shadows that they had not seen before. And they're taking responsibility. There's recognition here that they're the reason why this connection is where it's at. I think that there's a sense of like them understanding that this connection is a catalyst, or is on the verge of being a catalyst for them when it comes to achieving their goals, when it comes to becoming a better partner or a better friend. You know, when I see the artist here, the artist is recreating what it's seeing, and I feel like they're using the mistakes, or they see an opportunity to use the mistakes that they've made in the past, and to use the healing and the lessons that they've learned from these mistakes to recreate or to create something new in the future, and hopefully not be a mean person to whoever it is that they decide to be friends with, or they decide to have a partnership with, or whatever the case may be. They see this connection as a huge life lesson, and a painful one. It's a painful life lesson for them. But it was very much needed. Let's go ahead. Let's keep going. We'll look into feelings. What feelings are coming through Spirit for pile 2? So we have faith, isolation. Okay, we have self-worth. And we have gratitude. Bottom of the deck is impartiality. Okay, so the feelings that are most coming through are essentially like very similar to what I was already saying. Like I feel like this person feels alone. That's one thing. And I feel like they are recognizing that it's their own doing. The reason why they are alone right now is because of them. Like they've created the reality that they're in, and part of the reason why they created it this way is because they didn't have a very good sense of self. Like they didn't have a good feeling about themselves. They didn't like themselves enough to like allow themselves the love that they deserved, as well as give the love that others deserved. And I feel like there's this bittersweetness here for this person, because there's so much gratitude, and there's so much gratitude for what it is that they've gained. However, I feel like this person feels a little bit lost. Like, I feel like they are kind of blindly moving forward and recognizing that, like, for the time being, they don't necessarily get a say in where they're at with other people. They feel a little powerless in that regard. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. Let's go ahead and get you guys some initials just for further confirmation. Okay. Well, we have Y, I, another I, another I, E, M, A, L, R, another A, K, and then the one that fell on the floor is an H. Okay, so those are the letters that came out for you. They may spell something, they may be your initials or this person's initials. None of this has to resonate, these letters. It's just extra confirmation for what it is that you have already kind of claimed as your message. Okay, what advice is there for pile 2? So we have compassion. Compassion is my compass. I am willing to hold space for the experience of others. Okay, we also have I cherish every cell in my body. Taking care of myself is a radical act of love. And all is well. Everything is working out for my highest good. Out of this situation, only good will come. I am safe. And then on the bottom of the deck, my friendships support me, nourish me, and inspire me. Your guides are really wanting you, like, especially if, like, this was really kind of, like, pulling at your heartstrings, this reading, of feeling compassion or empathy for this person and how they're feeling. It's kind of like your guides are saying, like, you can have compassion and you can empathize with this person while at the same time still having compassion and empathy for yourself. And you don't need to, like, if you reflect, you're going to find that you're not going to need to compromise your own compassion for yourself in order to give compassion to this person. If that's something that, like, you feel like doing. And it's really important right now to lean on friends and also to reflect on what kind of relationships you wish to bring into fruition, and reflect on the relationships that you have currently, if that's something that you feel called to do. Reflect and ask yourself whether or not these relationships nourish you, support you, and inspire you. And if not, what is it that they are doing? But that's what I'm seeing for you today, pile 2. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. I am doing video recorded readings for a short little while, so if that's something that you're interested in, you can book a reading with me in the Google Forms link in the description box of this video. Also, I always do, like, I'm going to keep the written readings going, but these video recorded readings, it's just for a short period of time. So check that out if you're interested, and I hope that I will see you in another video soon. Bye! Hi pile 3, and welcome to your reading. We're looking into how they see you and the connection. So the cards on the left represent your person and how they are seeing themselves currently in regards to this connection, and then the ones on the right represent you and how they are seeing you in regards to this connection. We'll also get how they're seeing the connection just as a whole. We'll pull tarot for that, and then we'll pull oracles to just get a deeper understanding of what their most prominent feelings are currently. But yeah, let's go ahead and start. So for your person, when it comes to how they are seeing themselves, we have the rescuer. The light attribute is provides strength and support to others in crisis, acts out of love with no expectation of reward. And the shadow attributes are assumes that the rescued will reciprocate, keeps the rescued one needy. We also have Owl. And we have number 21, Stormy. And then when it comes to how they are seeing you, we have the Servant. The light attribute is delight in serving others with a free and loving heart. And the shadow attribute is using the lack of money as an excuse not to move forward with life. And we have the Tarantula. And we have number 47, Lucky. Okay, so how do they see themselves? How do they see you? I feel like if this is a connection where a lot has happened between the two of you, like this is an established connection with a lot of history, your person is seeing both of you as givers. If that may, like, yeah, like there's balance. Like when they need you, you're there for them, and vice versa. There's equal give and take, is what I'm sensing. If this isn't the case, if this isn't a connection where there's a lot of history here, or if that doesn't resonate, another thing that I'm picking up on is that this person currently may be going through a spell or a phase in their life where they cannot show up the way they once did, when it comes to giving, when it comes to rescuing, if you will. I feel like this person feels as though they're drowning currently in some regard. Like, I don't think that it could have something to do with this connection, but I think that this is more of an individual phase that this person is going through, where they feel as though they need rescuing. I feel like this person sees them and their potential as something that they wish they could give more of right now, but there's limitations to what it is that they can give and how they can show up. I think that this person is going through a very difficult time, pile 3. And I think that they are having to give themselves, all of themselves, like 100% currently, in order to stay afloat. And they're looking at you in a very positive way. Like, they're looking at you as somebody who, regardless of like what happens, regardless of what life throws at you, you always come out on top, or you have the ability to always come out on top, whether or not it's because it's actual luck or it's because you have the mindset to get yourself back on top. Like, regardless, this person sees you in a very positive light. They see you as somebody who is potentially at a crossroads. Like, you could be going through some changes currently. But I think that there's also like a little bit of like fear here, and like excitement. Like, they're very drawn to you, but they're also like kind of afraid of you. And like, maybe afraid isn't the word, like intimidated. I think that you intimidate this person. They see you as somebody who, like, if they were to ask for help, you would be there for them. Like, I think they see you as a good partner or a good potential partner. But I feel like this person is seeing themselves as somebody who's hyper independent currently, and even though they probably should just ask for help or ask for assistance, ask for support, reach out, they're being a little stubborn. And it has nothing to do with them feeling as though you could not show up in a way that they need. It has everything to do with like their ego almost. Like, they are meant to be the rescuer, not meant to be the rescued. And right now they could use a lifeboat. And regardless, like, if this person has not asked for your assistance or has not, really explained what it is that's going on, your presence alone is somewhat of a lifeboat to them. But I do feel like your person is viewing themselves as somebody who's put a wall up or is like being secretive about something that they're going through. So if that resonates, if this sounds like you and your person, let's go ahead and get tarot and see how they're currently viewing the connection. Okay, Spirit. How is pile 3's person currently viewing the connection? How is pile 3's person currently viewing the connection? How is pile 3's person currently viewing? Yeah, we have the Hermit coming out. And then we also had the 6 of Swords come out. So again, like there's this like wall up. There's this, and then with the 6 of Swords, it looks like this person is on a lifeboat. It's a small little boat, and it looks like it may have rescued this person from choppy waters, and they're trying to move forward to smoother waters. We have the 10 of Swords. The 7 of Cups. The Fool. And the 8 of Wands. Why is the Hermit here? How do they see this connection? How are they viewing it currently? We have the World. With the 6 of Swords, we have the Hierophant. There's the 10 of Swords here. We have the Hanged Man reversed. And why is the 7 of Cups here? We have the 5 of Cups reversed. And then on the back of the deck, we have Death. Okay, so how are they viewing your connection currently? I feel like your person is understanding that if they are to remain in the energy that they are in, if they are to continue to keep these walls up or continue to keep like a part of themselves closed off, this connection is not going to make it, or this connection is going to transform in a way that is different than what they had originally hoped. I think that this person is like, honestly, how do I say it? Like, I feel like they, like when it comes to this connection, they desire to just like dive right in. They desire to move things forward. They desire to communicate. Like if this is a no contact situation, they're desiring to have communication. But there's confusion here. I think that there is such a storm going on that like their sense of judgment is clouded currently, and I think that they are doing everything they can to get out of this fogginess, get out of this storm. And because of this, there isn't a whole lot of energy that I'm seeing that's actually being reflected in terms of how they see this connection. All I'm seeing here is like somebody who is really trying to stay afloat, and if they don't put that effort in, they're going to drown in some capacity. Yeah. Let's go ahead and get some oracles. Okay, Spirit, how does pile three's person currently feel about pile three? So we have quest, despondence, balance, impatience, and creation. And then on the bottom of the deck we have acceptance. I feel like this person is like really trying to get off the train that they're on so that they can get back on the path that they were on with you. And like with this image here, I feel like this, you know, it's an image of her pulling out her hair. Like, I feel like there's a lot of frustration here on this person's end when it comes to the deck that they've been dealt currently, the cards that they've been dealt currently. But there's also this like understanding that like they have, just as I mentioned earlier when it came to how they were seeing you, how like you have the ability to come back on top, they too have the ability to come back on top. But I think that a lot of this has to do with them recognizing when it's time to ask for help. And I think that this person is getting to that point. They're getting to the point where they're realizing that like they're realizing that like you are someone that they can co-create with. I want to get I didn't do this for the others, but I'm going to do this for you guys because I feel like there's the energy that I'm sensing, just like this whole reading has been more so about this person, and like I can't get through. Like I feel like the walls are really up right now. And I want to know how they feel. How does this person feel about pile three? Okay, we have poised, we have the fates, we have blessed, we have imagine, and then on the bottom of the deck we have fork in the road. Okay, so like I was saying earlier, like I felt like your person is seeing you as somebody who may be at a crossroads. Here again we have this reference to a crossroads, to this fork in the road. And if we look at this, like if we look at the image, I don't know if you can see, but there's an owl right here. At this crossroads. And I feel like when it comes to how they feel about you, they feel like you are like their person. They feel like you are everything that they had hoped for, that you know, like you are, they really desire you. They want to be with you. They are acknowledging that there is this time that they're in currently where they're not ready for what it is that's showing up. And I think that there's hope here that like once they get out of this, whatever it is that they're in, this funk, the fates will bring this connection back to like how it was. But there's also like a concern here or an acknowledgement here that you have every right to like kind of choose a different path. Yeah. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. Yeah, I feel like they feel like you are a sanctuary in some regards. You're like they're safe. They feel safe with you. You know, and they have all of these hopes. We have creation and imagine. They have all of these hopes and dreams and goals for the future. And those are still there. Let's go ahead and get you some initials just to see get further confirmation. If none of these initials match up, or if they mean nothing to you, that's okay too. Okay, so we have E, another E, A, B, G, C, and L. So that could spell something out for you. It could be your person's initials, your initials. If it doesn't resonate, if none of this resonates with you, that's okay too. If the rest of the reading fit for you, then that's your confirmation right there. Okay, let's go ahead and get some advice before we close this reading. What advice is there for pile 3 when it comes to this connection? Okay, send a prayer. I send a prayer of love to all beings in need of a miracle. Kindness, my kindness is a gift I bestow upon the world, and I accept the gifts I've been given as a high service to the world. And then on the bottom of the deck we have, I claim my desires, I hold great visions, I am ready to receive. Okay, I definitely I'm sensing that your guides first and foremost want you to know that, like, this is nothing personal. This has nothing to do with you, like, especially if you've been feeling as though you've been rejected recently. Your guides are encouraging you to not take that personally. It's not actually, that's not what's happening here. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing for you guys today, pile 3. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. If you'd like to book a reading with me, you can do so in the Google Forms link on my description box of the video. I'm doing video recorded readings currently, and it's just going to be for a short little while. So if that's something that you're interested in, please feel free to check that out. I also offer written readings, so that's also a possibility if you'd rather have that. But yeah, thank you so much, and I hope that I will see you in another video soon. Bye!